Aldenacre here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. And today I'm going to show you how to get the second of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week of April 28th through May 4th, which is Infinity and Beyond, which requires you to complete the Infinity mission with the Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls activated. And in addition to those 4 skulls, I activated the Catch skull to get Promethian throwing grenades at me, and also Cowbell for accelerated explosions, and the Grunt Birthday party to better see grunt headshots at distance, which I use in a couple of places. Anyway, here we are starting things off. And after we get through the 343 stuff. Now, why 343 decided that this was worth 400 XP less than the first one, which is Reclamation with the same skulls, is beyond me, because this is a much tougher mission to complete than the Reclaimer mission. But that's their issue, not mine. Anyway, we skip the opening cutscene and then make a left turn and then head down this way. And I'll be using a number of speedrunning and Mythic campaigning techniques to get through this particular mission as fast as I can, although I don't use all of them. I have done this mission in under 30 minutes, I think about 28 and a half minutes, I think. But this one lasted a little bit longer. And boom, kind of jumped a little bit too far there. Anyway, we just follow this this approach here, or this route here. And right about here, I want to do a sprint and then jump, and there's going to be 2 crawlers that materialize there. You don't really have to take them out, just got to get them out of the way. And we're going to come over here, and for some reason, it's like I get my toes stuck right here. But anyway, I'm jumping up on this log, jump again, jump up into this little corner right here, turn a little right, do a sprint jump up here, a crouch jump, there we go. And turn around, come back across, jump over here, right to this little spot, aim a little bit left of the light, turn back right a little bit, and jump through, and up in here, up on this rock, do a sprint jump across to here, then down. And what we've done here is we've bypassed the spawn trigger for the rest of Rally Point Alpha. This is what I like to call the walk in the park skip. Some people call it the Rally Point Alpha skip or the A skip, but I like to consider it a walk in the park because that's basically what we're going to do for the rest of Rally Point Alpha. And here I'm using some speedrunning pacing techniques. For every 8 steps at regular pace, you'll get a full charge of sprint, which is 16 steps. And I figured it out, that's if I count to around 4 and then on count of 5 hit my sprint button, I should have full sprint. So anyway, notice we've just gone through all this area without having to duke it out with anybody, and I'm going to use this little jump here. This is something I saw Order Soldier 313 do in his legendary speed run, and that saves a few seconds on the run. Notice that I selected the friend or foe tag and then swapped out my AR for DMR and then immediately switched back over to my pistol. And we're just waiting for the cutscene here that I can skip. There we go. And now we're down to the start of Rally Point Bravo. So Alpha was pretty easy. Now things are going to start getting just a tad bit tougher here. Alright, when the door opens, we got 2 crawlers we want to take out. One on that hill, one on that tree. Come down here using the sandbags as cover to ammo up on the DMR. And then use this route here. This is not the best of runs right here, but anyway, what we're doing here is we're skipping that first firefight down below in Rally Point Alpha. We're going to run up here to right about here and duck in this little alcove. Now we've got 5 crawlers and a knight to deal with. We're going to take out the first 4 crawlers. Notice I'm strafing a little bit here. That kicks in auto aim, or aim assist. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, first 4 are gone. The 5th one tends to hang back. Take him out, and then come up here, and the knight will teleport right to there. Don't want to get too close, or else he'll try to melee you. But we'll do a circle melee on him. Now what I want to do here is pick up his light rifle and his auto sentry. And I swapped out the pistol for the light rifle there. And now we're down to the holdout area, and this is actually pre-holdout because Cortana hasn't said holdout yet. First thing we want to do is take out the Watcher. And then go ahead and switch back over. Now, what I should have done here, and I totally forgot to do, is to throw up an auto sentry to help my poor Marine buddies take out these crawlers. And notice that I'm trying to take out some of the crawlers in the back there. And then step back and take out the remaining crawlers in this area. I think I actually got a Marine or two still alive. Alright. There we go. The Knight's going to teleport up a little bit. Now I'm going to throw up the auto sentry. I'm going to try to move him back towards the middle there. Trying to maneuver around him with rocks is pretty tough. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing I did in that first night. I'm going to run, turn around, just back smack him. Notice I went just past middle. Now that's called a circle melee, by the way. I went just past middle. Alright, I'm looking for his light rifle. Okay, ammoed up on the light rifle. There is a binary rifle crawler stuck up in that tree. Took him out. I'm letting my Marine buddies take out the other crawlers up there. Alright, now I'm going to run up far enough to get the next wave to spawn. And that's going to be 2 turrets, 2 Watchers, a couple of Knights. Well, actually 1 Knight hadn't spawned yet. But alright, now notice what I did there. I swapped out my light rifle for this railgun and hit the turret with a railgun. Okay, and then 3 shots from the DMR. Takes out the turret. That's a nice way to take out a turret from distance. Alright, done with the railgun, back to the light rifle here. Let's go ahead and ammo up on the DMR. Next up is we want to take out the 2 Watchers. For some reason or other in today's run I wasn't that great a shot. I just keep pumping him full of light rifle and he'll go down. Okay, now we got him. And notice I'm staying back because if I close the distance a little bit, that Knight will start throwing grenades at me, and I don't want that to happen. You know, pulse grenades. There we go. Okay, the 2 Watchers are down. I'm going to throw up an auto sentry to keep everybody busy, and then head up to the right here, and we're going to spawn kill Knight number 2. Okay, we can take out 1 crawler, and that's it. You take out more than 1 at this point, and that Knight will spawn a little bit early. Okay, there goes Knight number 2. And I hate it when a crawler comes up here. And then Knight number 1 is going to come up here, generally. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a circle melee. And what I said before, I tend to go just past middle on his back because when you melee him, with whatever weapon you have, because it's in your right hand, you want to be just past center to hit him right in the center of the back. That's what I meant by going just past the middle of his back. Just go a little bit past middle. Okay, now I'm just cleaning up these last several crawlers. Again, I'm just a terrible shot today, but never fear, there's plenty of ammo. Alright, I'm going to go over here and ammo up on DMR. And let's go ahead and put Cortana into the system so she can figure out how to open the door up. And now we're going to do some more spawn killing. We've got 3 Knights we're going to take out by spawn killing. Alright, right here we want to position ourselves right at the beginning of this little fort. This one we want to assassinate with animation. That will give us enough time to get over here before the second one spawns. Go ahead and back smack him, and then head over here to this little log, take out 1 crawler, and he will spawn. Now notice I stepped back a little bit and aimed up. You want to start that melee from a little bit of distance behind him, otherwise it won't take effect and nasty things will happen. Okay, 3 Knights are down. Actually, a total of 5 here. And we've got a whole bunch of crawlers to take out, and what I want to do is take out all but 3. It seems that when you get down to 2 enemies, that's when the next wave appears. And I want to position myself before the appearance of the next wave, which actually happens to be a knight. Again, I want to continue to spawn kill. So I'm kind of looking around here, looking around, see how many are left. Okay, when I get down to 3, there's one more I got to take out. Yep. Make sure I don't take out 2 at once. Alright, now I'm down to 3. Alright, I'm going to go back down here and get some more DMR ammo. Okay, and then run back up here and position myself. I'm going to take out one more, at least one crawler there. That guy. And if I can take out another one, that's good too. And now position myself right there, take out that knight when he spawns, and then head back towards this big old dead log thingy here. And I've got, probably have to take out 2 more crawlers, and then a watcher will appear down there by the sandbags that I want to take out before he spawns with yet more crawlers. Okay, again, I'm just a terrible shot today. Okay, notice as soon as I took the crawler out, I went back and took a look down there to see if that watcher spawned. Okay, watcher spawning, switch to the light rifle. Want to take him out real quick. There we go, before he can spawn any crawlers. And now we're almost done with holdout here. Alright, now I want to take out at least 1 more crawler, and then I've got 2 more knights that I'm going to spawn kill. There we go. Oh, that guy's up there. Okay, position myself so. And there's the next knight and the final knight. I think it was about 7 knights or so. 7, maybe 8. Okay, notice I got myself up on that log. Now, I made a little mistake here. I came up here and ammoed up on the DMR and switch over light rifle, and oh crap, I don't have full ammo. So I'm going to run back down here because there's 3 crawlers coming up at me. Okay, and I run back down here to grab the ammo. Because normally if I have full ammo on both rifles, then I can activate here before the crawlers get to me. You can see that I'm taking a little bit of fire here. But that's okay, the door opens, we get through. Our shields regenerate because we don't have black eye on. Now we're on to the landing zone, the LZ.
It's alright.
Not alright. Nothing about it is alright.
And this is a bit of a pain in the butt. This is one of the tougher spots of the mission right here. I start off by taking out that grunt. And then go ahead and take out that auto sentry so I don't get peppered with it. And the idea here is to take out most of the, or take out all of the coveys that are coming up at me towards the entrance here. There's going to be at least one needler or grunt. You want to make sure he's down. There's a needler grunt there. There's going to be a shielded jackal that comes up here. I'm looking down here. Yep, there's the shield jackal up there on the left. Go ahead and hit him in the hands and knock him back. And there goes the grunt. Okay. And I probably could have taken out. Alright. Now I'm going to come over here and take out this jackal marksman. Alright, and haul it down here. Now what I'm going to try to do is take out all the remaining coveys, the grunts and the shielded jackals out here as quick as I can. Because when there's 2 left, a phantom will appear and initiate the next wave. Now if you can take them all out, one of the knights, those 2 knights down there, will come up there to meet you at the cave mouth, and we can do a circle melee and take them out. But I think what's happened here is that I didn't get all of the grunts. There's a grunt hanging out down there somewhere that I did not get. So I'm going to have to do it a little bit, I guess, the hard way. Because it's a lot easier when you can take out a knight early. Because when you don't, sometimes they tend to come up in 2s, and you really can't deal with them when there's 2 of them together. And that's what happened in this particular run. But so this run took probably 6 or 7 minutes longer than necessary for that very fact. But I had to be very careful here. And again, I'm trying to do this, and actually succeeded with 0 deaths. I did not die in the mission. But we'll see here in a second how. And actually, I got. Ooh, what the heck that was? I got knight number 1, I believe. And then I had to deal with knight. There's grunt. There's that hiding grunt. That son of a gun. Okay. Trying to draw knight up here to the cave mouth. There he is. Alright, I got the first one out of the way okay. Again, circle melee. He goes in grenade throwing animation, sprint past him, turn around. Whoa, look out, there comes another knight. Ooh, just got back in time. Okay, now you can see I got 2 knights up there that I'm going to have to deal with. And this took quite a bit of time to get them separated so that I could actually take out one of the knights without getting drilled by the second one. You know, there's 4 total. Knight number 4 always hangs back by where the pelican's going to come in. So it's knights 2 and 3 that I have to deal with. By the way, when you're doing lazo or lazo with all skulls on and you've got blind on and you lose your motion detector, this is a lot tougher to do. So at least I've got my motion detector here. I can tell when I've got both knights dropping in. Alright, sometimes I can clear this area in under 4 minutes. Oh crap. That was an opportunity, but he bounced the pulse grenade off a rock face and sort of blocked my path towards him. So now I gotta go back and reset and try again. Okay, nope, there's 2 of them. Okay, let's see what we got here. Take a peek out here now. Okay, it looks like it's just. Oh, look out! Oh! Boy, I almost bought the farm that time. Well, he just materialized right in front of me. That's why it's really tough when you're dealing with 2 at a time here. This really requires patience. Alright, you can see them both down there. I don't know if they're both going to come up. One's up here in this area. Nope, looks like they're both out there. Yep, nope, they're both out there. This is frustrating, believe me. Alright, you can see him coming over here to the entrance. Looks like he's alone. Okay, time to act. Sprint past him, come around behind him, just past the middle of his back, and back smack, and then haul it back. Okay, now we're down to knight number 3. I don't have to worry about knight number 4. So we're down to a single knight we got to deal with here. I'm going to do the same thing. Sprint, 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 spin around behind him, back smack, and that takes care of knight number 3. I think there's probably, yeah, there's a shielded jackal out there. Okay, he's toast. And there we go. The pelican's coming in. And we're going to do a nice little skip knight number 4 to get to the pelican. Okay, here comes the pelican. Throw up an auto sentry. And that's going to keep the knight busy over there. See, he's firing at the auto sentry. And then I'm just going to come up here and just very casually sprint underneath the ramp, and that will initiate the end of Rally Point Bravo. Okay, and you want to make sure you don't get drilled by a pulse grenade, so once you're under it, just keep moving. Okay, here we go, the start of Rally Point Charlie, and we're going to start it off with a nice skip. We're going to bypass the initial tank battle. So we turn left and run up to this rock here, jump up on top of the rock, jump up on top of this beam, okay, do a sprint jump across just far enough to get to where I landed, and then follow this path here down to the left through this little opening. Okay, and then up here, and we've just successfully despawned everybody ahead of us, up to, well, actually up to almost to the infinity entrance. You notice the blue thingies up there. That's those are supposed to be sniper towers. So instead of having to duke it out with the tank, which can be a problem with these skulls turned on, we're actually going to use a wraith to deal with all the enemies at the beginning of the infinity, when we first get on the infinity. And then we're going to do another nice little skip to get to the outside. Alright, notice there isn't much boost here on the on the Wraith. Now there is a Phantom coming down. You can see him firing at me with his main gun, but usually we can get past that without too much damage. Just kind of follow this path here. And notice that I'm not boosting here because I want full boost. I want to get to this spot right about here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost past everybody to get to the entrance of the infinity, to the elevator. And notice everything collapsed behind me, so I don't have to worry about getting fired on. And now we just need to clear this area up here. And we got a couple of elites, a couple of hunters, some fuel rod grunts, fuel rod cannon grunts, I should say, that we have to be very careful about. And I'm going to be using this little mongoose platform in front of me as cover, and then strafing back and forth. And this particular run, the grunts, see, oh shoot, I almost took it on the chin there. That fuel rod grunt was really being nasty. You know, the hunters are going to fire one bolt at a time. The fuel rod grunts fire off several to four. Yep, there he is back there, hiding behind that hunter. So I've got to be a little bit careful. Normally, if you hit the hunter a couple of times, that'll drive them back a bit. Then you can focus on the elites and the fuel rod grunts. Sometimes we can clear this area pretty quickly, sometimes it takes a while. Alright, I'm focusing on that one hunter because he's more or less stopped. I am a terrible shot with the Wraith. Well, I did hit him there though. And notice again how I'm using this platform as cover. There we go. Okay, 100's down. I know there's still at least one fuel rod grunt out there. I think there's one more elite out there too. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's one more elite. This is the one that likes to jump around a lot. So you almost have to predict where he's going to jump, where he's going to dodge and fire in that direction. You can see his shields flare occasionally. Yep, his shields are flaring. Now, this guy's a real pain in the butt to take out. I think I got him. Okay, now maybe I can focus on the hunter. Notice how he has moved back. Still not absolutely sure whether I have taken out all the fuel rod grunts. There is a grunt out there. You see him just dodge. Oh yeah, he's fuel rod grunt. Oh, those guys are nasty. Wish I was a better shot. I think I got him that time. Okay, we're almost done with this area. This takes a little patience and intelligent use of cover. The one advantage we have on the Wraith, which is not as powerful as a tank, is that it's much more maneuverable know, you can't strafe with a tank. You can't go side to side. You have to be a little bit careful with it. So I actually prefer this using the Wraith in this area. Alright, that hunter is being real pesky today. I think I finally got him. And I think I just got 1 or 2 grunts to clean up. When you got them all, Captain Del Rio comes on the comm, so that's when you know you've got them all. There's just 1 grunt left. Yep, here comes Captain Del Rio.
This is Captain Del Rio. Last you just radioed. You picked a
Yeah, Captain Del Rio's a jerk. And we got to listen to him for about 30 seconds, so I'm just kind of playing around with his dead hunter. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Can we break the connection?
Main point of contact's on the ship's upper hull. The fastest route is through the maintenance corridor. There's a man stopped inside door. Take it. You'll need the extra part.
Oh, boy. Okay. First thing we want to do is activate the Manus. Okay. Then we're going to swap out the AR for a rocket launcher. Make sure we're fully loaded with ammo. For some reason I was having a real problem jumping back up here. So I was trying to jump up too high, too far up the platform. Okay, there's the Manus.
The maintenance causeway is jammed. Let's do something.
Alright, go ahead and load the rockets. Fire all the rockets in there. And then use the guns to take care of the door. After we fired 1 salvo of rockets, and then use rockets to take out these 3 grunts that are just outside here. And once we've got the 3 grunts just outside, go ahead and back up, jump out of the Manus, because we're not going to use it anymore, and jump into a mongoose down here, and come up to this little doorway right here, jump out, and run up through here, and we're going to do another skip to bypass a lot of combat. Okay, notice I got the DMR out. Okay, on this catwalk here, I've got 2 grunts and a turret, and I take out the 2 grunts, or fuel rod grunts, and I take out the turret, and then I got another catwalk further down, and I'm just going to reverse the order. I'm going to take out the turret, and then take out the 2 grunts. Grunt number 1, and grunt number 2. Okay. Run across here, and let's go ahead and reload on the rocket. Down this way, we're going to come down to the corner and make a bit of a careful jump here. Right here, across to here, and sprint jump here, and just keep sprinting. Just keep sprinting. Okay, and then come around to here, hugging the wall. And just conserving sprint, and right about here start sprinting, because we got some coveys down there along with the turret. There's at least 1 fuel rod grunt down there. Alright, just kind of sneak up here and take out the turret with a rocket launcher. Okay, the doors will open here to the elevator, and we got about a half dozen grunts in here we need to take out with melees. I've got to hurry because they're firing at us. Whew. Okay, no worries. I got spinning around and punching out the grunts, and I wasn't quite sure how I wound up in the elevator here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. There's the entrance. Okay, now we're on our way to the outside. Alright, first thing we want to do is take out that first jammer there. There's 3 jammers we need to take out, so we can activate the defense system. Take out the first jammer.
First jammer disabled.
Alright, jump in the Manus. We're going to have an elite and a grunt down here on the left. Don't worry about the ones that are just to the right of us. Oh, look out. Fuel rod grunt. That's how I use that, that gun as a cover. Alright. And I'm going to come over here and take out, well, you know, generally a Banshee will appear right there. So you gotta, before you take out guns 2 and 3, you need to make sure that Banshee's gone. Okay, there we go. Alright, take out, I mean the force fields. Take out force field number 2.
That's 2.
Fire some rockets, take out force field number 3. There we go, and now start to take out some of the cubbies here. But I'm going to, when the Phantoms come in to drop off the next waves of cubbies, like so. Okay, he's coming in. Oh, and another Banshee. Always got to be aware of the Banshees. Notice how I duck back in this corner for cover. I've lost some of my health and the shielding on the mana, so I make sure things recharge. I just kind of duck back in this corner. I'm still getting peppered by that Phantom with the main gun, but I can regain my shields while he goes to drop off the next wave of troops. Now that Phantom's going to nail me on the way out too, so you got to be prepared for that. Again, I'm just kind of dropping off into this corner here. I dodge his fire a little bit. Move. Okay. See if we can take out a few more.
Didact's not letting go without a fight.
Alright, ultimately what we're going to do here, when she says hold them off, just a few more minutes, that's when we want to make our way back up here. Ah, crap, I wasn't expecting that. And I want to jump out of the Manus right about here. Oh, I don't have any health. I really got ticked off right here because I couldn't quite get myself out of the way, if you will. But what I want to do is duck in here and cover. There we go. I know. Once I'm in here, I just switch back over to the DMR, and there's, you know, no. I don't think there might be one more Phantom coming in, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm taking out the Grunts and the Shielded Jackals back here in cover with the DMR. So I don't have to worry about getting attacked from multiple angles while I'm in the Manus. And a lot of those Grunts happen to have fuel rod cannons, so I'd much rather take them out from distance with the DMR than worry about getting peppered with fuel rods. Because you get nailed with enough of them, and they're going to take out the Manus and you. Now, at some point here, the defense systems are going to kick in and start firing rockets at the. There we go. They finally decided to help me out a little bit. Whoops! I think that might be the last Phantom coming in. And I think I just have elites left. Whoa! Didn't expect that. Maybe he'll go away if I hide. Alright, no, you went away. Good. Alright, I think it's time to get back into the Manus. And I think all I have left are elites. Now there is a Banshee up there flying around I've got to be careful about. And now I'm finally getting some help from my defense system. You don't want to advance too much. We want to take everybody out from back in this area. Because if we advance too far, the guns will start firing at us. I don't know why, but or we'll just get caught in a crossfire. So it's best to stay back here, because those elites can cause damage. And just use a combination of rockets and guns to take them out. And when it gets nasty, there's that darn Banshee. When it starts to get a little nasty, just retreat. Get the shields back. And we just got a couple more minutes left in the mission. And like I said, oh, look out, there, that Banshee. Ah. And he's hiding behind the big gun. Alright, you see how they started to advance at me, and then I'm getting a crossfire from the, my own defense guns there, so I will really make sure we stay back here, especially when those guns are firing. Just about. I think we're down to about 3 or 4, so maybe 3. Where's that Banshee? Yep, he's hiding behind the Mac gun there. Mac cannon. And we're down to just a couple now. Alright, there actually is one left, but when you get down to no enemies or one enemy left there, that's Cortana says that's how it's done. And that's going to spawn the terminal to manually activate the Mac cannon. Now, you know, I'm kind of being a little bit leery here because there could be a Banshee flying around out there. But jump out of the Manus, activate the Mac controls, and haul it back. Oops, where am I? Okay, there we go. Haul it back into the Manus for protection. And then look to the skies to see if there's any Banshees coming in. And this particular run, there weren't at the end. Sometimes there are. You just got to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, just about done here. Just about. Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and skip the cutscene. Now we'll see the end of mission symbols appear, followed by the challenge popping. There we go. I hope this helps you in your quest for this week's campaign challenge of Infinity and Beyond. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care, everybody.